The director said, walk down this road, but look like you're mad at every single dust particle that dares touch your skin and the very ground that soils your boots. It'll make you look like more of a badass. Cap or not, it's probably a terrible idea to be walking back and forth in full daylight above the detention camp that you're about to be liberating. Why was Pat forced to park so far away that he had to f***ing jog here with the explosives?
Our cargo container, 18-wheeler, that thing only holds 160 people. I'm talking about crammed in there tight. It's cheek to jowl.
I did a bit of morbid math here, and your standard 18-wheeler has about 64,872 square inches of floor space. I'm fairly average size, and I take up 180 square inches of floor space. Let's be generous and round that up to 200 square inches. That means you could fit 324 people in the back of that truck. And that's not even taking into account the kids, who would take up significantly less space, or the height of the truck, if willing to sit on some shoulders. Now, the weight is a different thing, but our man didn't say weight. He said,
It's cheek to jowl. Smash faces to face.
He played himself by specifying the crunch. For the record, I'm not saying it would be safe or comfortable, but I'm sure it beats running or being left behind.
What you dragging in that wagon?
The precious runtime spent on this rhyme.
I mean, you want me to create a diversion? You want me to blow something up? You want?
I want you to create a show, Pat.
The man has repeatedly asked for a specific plan, and she is refusing to provide anything beyond a loose elevator pitch.
This is an announcement of a motherfucking revolution.
Not without the enthusiastic consent of the mothers, right?
Get on your knees like you're about to suck a dick.
Assuming how this man chooses to fillet his phalluses. Also, it's almost like a terrible idea to put a military detention center under an overpass that anyone could surveil you from, being this eager to wear another human's germ-harboring head bucket.
You died and went to pussy heaven, mother.
The best case scenario of being woken up like this was always going to be mixed signals.
What's your name, dickhead?
Leading the witness.
Throw that on.
The fact that all the situational evidence available led me to believe his hands were not the intended extremity of this request. Perfidia specifically requested an impressive light show to announce the arrival of the motherfucking revolution. This would barely announce the arrival of a particularly uneventful Tuesday.
So you don't accidentally detonate your charge.
The movie prematurely assumes I would have sinned this scene for not containing a lap dance, demonstrating a complete ignorance of the evolution of CinemaSins.
No, baby, we gotta go.
Scene does not contain a lap dance. Obligatory, how's the peeping, Sin? Penny, penny, penny. Oh yeah, I'm watching a movie. So glad this title card arriving 12 minutes into my immersion is here to remind me of that fact.
From here on in, it's one battle after another.
Roll one credit after another. I swear we're gonna get agentic AI before we fix the gaps in public bathroom stalls. Getting your bomb supplies from Acme like Wildy f***ing Coyote. Also, little to nothing will be said about how these explosives made it through security in the first place so that Perfidia and May could prime them. I'm guessing it's someone on the inside, like a janitor. But then why the f*** didn't you just get them to arm the explosives while they were at it? I assumed the point of Pat's standing watch here was to stand watch. So how did he not spot the colonel going into the bathroom? I mean, there's no way he was in this bathroom all morning just waiting for Perfidia to arrive, right?
If you want to keep doing what you're doing, you'll meet me at the Primrose Path 2300.
The power of this man's spear and how hard he wants to shake it is in the name of symbolism. Scene doesn't contain an in utero reaction shot of this baby.
A white bread Philistine asshole corporate culture whose only end is to perfect the science of advertising.
My one-line summary of Mad Men somehow makes it into the script.
It's like she doesn't even realize she's pregnant.
Dismissing the possibility that she realizes and doesn't care.
You and your crumbling male ego will never do this revolution like me.
Women will literally start a postpartum revolution instead of going to therapy. But also, postpartum depression is some real shit that you don't need to go through alone. And you should absolutely seek help for it if you need to. And the movie makes this an extremely salient point.
You like black girls? I love them. I love them.
And to be clear, I'm not laughing at the bigotry or the fetishization being confused for love. It's that Sean Penn's delivery is so hilariously out of pocket, and Leo's facial expression is a damn near perfect response to his complete lack of understanding about what is going on right now. It's just comedy gold.
Get your noses in the carpet.
This could have led to a lot of deaths as people tried and failed to find a place to plant their noses on this explicitly uncarpeted floor.
This some set it off shit.
Since TT, Cleo, and Frankie all die in that movie, you should, at minimum, inform the universe of your intention to be stony. Both cars will peel out and drive recklessly, as if the only training the getaway drivers received consisted of the Baby Driver Blu-ray and an old iPod that was only ever loaded with that U2 album. And as such, they will proceed to rack up stars faster than me playing GTA after chasing a Mountain Dew with a Red Bull. Not considering the angle of your middle finger to realize you're saying F the police to the police while being the police. Even NWA would be a little confused by this.
I can give you the embrace of the federal government.
If you can imagine Lin-Manuel Miranda delivering this line through a blend of hip-hop, jazz, and R&B, it creates a confusing emotional dissonance and anticipation for the Broadway musical Lockjaw that I do not believe this movie is prepared to take responsibility for.
You have to name names or you're gonna go to prison.
Based on Perfidia's betrayal, I think the French 75 should start doing background checks, or at the very least, start Googling some names. You know, just in case one of them literally means treachery, betrayal, faithlessness, or deliberate deceit, as a random example.
These are two scanners that I've made. This one plays melody A, this one plays melody B.
Functionally speaking, you could just say they play two different melodies.
Together they go off within 200 or 300 yards of each other. They sync up, they'll play a main melody.
That seems unnecessarily complicated.
Rule of thumb with these scanners, find somebody else out there and they happen to have one of these, trust them with your life.
You know, unless the original owner has been killed and the killer stole it from them, you shouldn't trust that guy at all.
No contact ever with anyone from Josie and the Pussycats.
54% on Rotten Tomatoes isn't great, but this still seems like a harsh punishment. The machismo symbolism in this scene appears to have forgotten that he would most likely have a key to this government-issued witness protection house. But I think it kind of did, right? I mean, they were definitely catching people based on her intel. I mean, we saw two people graphically popped.
I see this is very emotional for you.
Skip!
So Willa never knew her mother?
No, she never did.
Did Willa just start going to this school? That's not the impression we've been given at all, so how does her teacher not know this about one of her students? The embrace of the federal government. Signs that try telling me what is and is not an exit, and their complete lack of creativity. Not forgetting to comb your teeth and brush your hair.
I'm sorry about all the espionage at the back entrance.
Thing I said after my college girlfriend shot down my exploratory mission across the southern border somehow makes it into the movie.
Now, our aim and your aim is the same. To find dangerous lunatics, haters, and punk trash, and stop them.
So you created a club to attract them all to one place?
Jim Kringle passed away. Oh, I did hear that, yes. This means an opening.
Admittedly, I do not know how these clubs work, but why are they limited to a certain amount of members? Isn't the idea to spread far and wide? That is how cancer works, right?
I did purchase a jet ski. It was an evolution of the old Hummingbird Whisperdo 238 called the Dynamite Dolphin 335.
Movie has time for this.
Now it's a double Yankee White Inquisitions completum.
My college girlfriend once gave me the old double Yankee.
Congratulations on your daughter's wedding.
You could also try not doing your racist recruitment meetings during your daughter's f***ing wedding. This white-bread Philistine asshole corporate culture whose only end is to perfect the science of advertising is brought to you by this camera-facing can of Coca-Cola.
Billy Goat is in the wind. Repeat, Billy Goat is in the wind. Implement plan snap crackle pop.
How are any of their passwords still secret when these revolutionaries are doing the equivalent of leaving them on a post-it on their monitor?
What's his sister's name?
Pamela.
What are their names? Where do they live?
So far, every resistance member we've seen caught has bent at the first sign of pressure. It's honestly amazing they achieved anything or managed to hide for 16 years with so many liabilities.
Make me a reason to deploy in that town. Drugs and tacos.
Somehow this ends up not being about spring break.
We have a TST operation to capture 2 HVIs.
I would have thought the TST operation was the result of catching HVIs, not the other way around. Chekhov's black case containing a DNA testing kit.
Special Agent Toe Jam. Our main target tonight is Brimhorn's Chicken Lick and Frozen Food Farm.
Sounds like some shit someone pulled straight out of Aqua Teen Hunger Force. This sin stands until someone proves me wrong, and it will probably stand after that as well.
So what are you, my babysitter? What?
Yeah.
I know how to drink and drive, honey.
No one will be seated as the movie tells us how much of a weed-smoking bad dad stereotype Bob has become for all to some time.
I didn't ask for this. That's just how the cards were rolled out for me.
It's not cards. You don't roll cards. It's dice.
CinemaSins!
And you told them they could do that?
Yes.
Told them to come to the house.
Bob's got a great point here. No one should know where they live, especially not f***ing kids. I'm not even convinced she should be going to school.
There's a quinoa casserole with frosted flakes in the oven.
The amount of concern and curiosity that I have regarding this culinary decision-making.
Baby, don't be scared.
The insane luck of catching Willa in the bathroom on her own, given the cops are minutes away and the tension has appropriately crescendoed. I wonder what her alternate plan was if convenience didn't work out. Shut Up and Dance by the 1975, playing in the background as they escape, is just a bit too cute for its own good movie. They're not even French. Not a single law enforcement officer or misappropriated soldier is posted around the school, checking to see if the arrival of a dozen sirens spooks anyone into escaping the building.
You know Willa Ferguson? Yeah. You know Willa Ferguson?
Expecting an honest answer to this instead of checking with the teachers and just targeting whoever Willa is known to hang with.
I need the greeting code, Bob.
Oh, Well, I don't remember the greeting code.
Bob, how can you live in this paranoid fashion for 16 years but not remember all the codes and shit that get you out of Dodge? And look, I know the answer is 16 years of weed, but it's still dumb when the life of you and someone else's daughter depends on it.
The campus has been been raided and the Billy Goat has been taken.
Billy Goat is Howard Somerville, so Howard Somerville has been taken.
Bob will very helpfully for us translate everything being said in code, but after this initial fuck-up, why doesn't the person calling him hang up? The whole point of a code is that no one will know what's being said if the line is being monitored. They need to hang the fuck up before he gives up Grandma's secret spaghetti sauce.
He's a bomber.
Yes.
Acknowledging he's a bomber and that entering this tunnel is a terrible idea, but then following up that savvy assessment by standing directly over the hole as you drop a smoke grenade directly onto said potential trap. Also, wouldn't now be a great time to head outside and see where the smoke exits? Better yet, why are all of you assholes in the house instead of searching the woods that you know the secret tunnel must lead to? Risking being caught for shoplifting a pair of sunglasses that make you look more conspicuous.
Well, maybe you should have studied the rebellion text a little harder.
Gil Scott-Heron did say that the revolution would not be televised, but he said nothing about homework.
I need a weapon, man. All you got is goddamn nunchucks here.
Expecting gun kata weapons in a karate studio instead of karate weapons in a karate studio. Sure is lucky that Bob turned up just seconds before Sensei Sergio was going to be out on his own mission. I mean, unlucky for Sensei. He's obviously better off without Bob. Also, it is extremely fortunate that Willis Sensei is responsible for harboring and protecting immigrants and has the resources and motivation to help Bob at all. Also, why did Bob come here at all? He wants a gun and a power outlet. Why would Willis Sensei be his first stop? Especially when this is the next logical place Lockjaw will be looking.
We got a little Latino Harriet Tubman situation going on at my place. All legit, from the heart. No cash.
It is a very important distinction that he is actually trying to help people and not human trafficking for profit. But that detail is delivered as such because the movie thinks Bob and the audience need everything spelled out for them, and the movie might be right.
Come on, homie. Let's go. Give me a hand.
Yes,
Come on.
I don't get why he keeps asking for a charger. He has a charger. It's an outlet he needs.
This is a key tenet of the rebellion text. I'm surprised you can't name it.
I don't think there's a scene that has better or more hilariously embodied the pain of two-factor authentication, but to be fair, it has been 16 years. They really should have built in some redundancies at the 5 to 10 year mark, like a little check-in with everyone to reset their passwords. You know, just in case Beverly Hills copped a plea deal or Jungle Pussy started leaking. Wait, what?
I'm a drug and alcohol lover.
There are no rules when it comes to love cliche.
If you don't give me the rendezvous point, I swear to God, I will hunt you down and stick a loaded f***ing hot piece of dynamite right up your f***ing asshole.
Does one load dynamite? Is dynamite hot before you set light to it? I mean, a lit piece of dynamite I understand, but Bob, these kind of threats are way more impactful when the imagery holds up to scrutiny.
You're a little nitpicking prick. That's what you are, a little nitpicking prick.
The CinemaSins comment section.
I'm gonna call in a Greyhawk 10.
This Greyhawk 10 results in a supervisor being called and ends up getting Bob exactly what he needs. So why didn't he do that at the start of this conversation? He's wasting precious time providing us with some hilariously cutting satire instead of getting to his daughter.
Life, man. Life!
Life.
Tell him how to get there. Apologize. Mean it.
Hello.
Hi, prick. Give me the f***ing coordinates now.
God damn if this isn't the biggest sin of the movie. Our guy is doing his fucking job here. Yes, that may well be Bob on the phone, but what if he's being coerced or tortured? The point is, if you establish a code like this, it only works if it is 100% adhered to.
I asked you if you had a phone. You looked me in my face and you lied.
Kids.
The female's handset's heading south on 135.
And south on 135 is where they will continue heading despite knowing that there is a good chance Willa's phone will have been traced. Why wouldn't they immediately switch to a backup location? I'm very confused by the editing on this shot. From this angle, it looks like the skateboarding guys take a short hop step to get to the next building. But when we cut to the underside of Bob trying to make this jump, it's a huge fucking leap. How did they hop this so easily? Also, no wonder he couldn't make it across. He's lucky he didn't die. They're dealing with a man in sunglasses and pajamas. This is neither time nor place to be testing the white men can't jump premise. But also, Bob survives this.
Can earn what I eat and secure what I if that's what you mean.
I feel like the toilet does most of the securing in that equation.
What does she know? She thinks her mom was a hero. I didn't have the guts to tell the truth.
Okay, sure, but could you have given Rochelle a heads up so she didn't reveal her mother's betrayal to Willa in the most brutal way possible?
I can fix you some pancakes. You could have them on your way out.
Are these the banana pancakes? The famous Alice banana pancakes?
This white people doing the most white shit possible. Granola's on for all the banana pancakes sometime. No one will be seated while Tim takes a tour of the Kennedy sex tunnels.
There's an unconfirmed report that Colonel Stephen J. Lockjaw is the father of a mixed-race child. Which mix?
The point is they're awful, but the movie doesn't acknowledge that this question may have more to do with the Colonel giving off the vibes of someone who might try to f*** a rocket launcher.
It's been there the whole time in Ancient File. pure luck we caught it.
Well, no, this isn't pure luck. This is why you do your deep dive investigation, to see if something like this does come up.
So where's the p***?
If you're this lost already, I'd say just give up on searching for the clitoris.
He passes for half Mexican, but he's actually part Comanche or, I don't know, Eskimo. But he is not homegrown, so I would not trust it.
Listen, I know satire is going to satire, but not native born. When you're talking about someone you just described as being Native American is like, well, at some point I stop seeing a character and I start seeing a very self-satisfied writer.
And they call us the savages.
Using the proverbial they ever.
All hail St. Nick.
I have trouble believing that these self-serious racist fucks would be able to say this with a straight face. But with the reality of 2026 being as absurd as it is, can anyone make any claims toward realism anymore? Discuss. Drawing a line to the in utero gun training she received earlier to suggest that nature is more important than nurture when it comes to laying down suppressive fire.
What's your last name?
Batman.
That's just silly. Even Batman's last name isn't Batman.
Mr. Parker, can you look at me, sir? Bob, can you look at me? Officer, we're not going to be able to take this one. He needs to go out to the ER.
And I suppose the officer in question didn't hear her call him Bob just now?
They grow weed. They're nuns.
Is that some kind of sick joke on God?
Believe me, God is smoking weed. I refuse to believe that the world, such as it is a result of an abundance of sobriety. The weed-growing nuns who have agreed to be a safe haven for revolutionaries escaping persecution don't have any kind of patrol or people out on watch. The movie goes to a lot of effort to show every fake step of how this fake machine fakely analyzes DNA.
But then you fumbler on the 90-yard line at some stank-ass nunnery.
This guy points out how the quick and anticlimactic raid on the convent felt out of place and too quick, as if the movies started to realize it was running a bit long.
You should put on more makeup to make yourself look better.
Then the director said, is there a puppy nearby we could have him curb stomp? You see, I just don't think we hate him enough yet.
I got lazy, man. I wasn't paying attention.
There's getting lazy, and then there's getting fucking dumbass stupid as you swig fucking beer while on the run from the cops as you pass a cop car. Discount Gymkhana. Remember when we first met Willow? How our very first shot was her doing karate shit? And how Benicio del Toro is playing her sensei? And how her photo was proudly on the wall of the dojo? I wonder what it all means, because she clearly doesn't know how to use her fucking legs for self-defense.
That's a kid. I don't do kids.
See, he's a bounty hunter with a moral code, which means we don't have to feel bad rooting for him once the Sarlacc pit spits him out. I don't know what she's hoping to achieve here. I think her best option would be to smash the horn as much as she can. Maybe it draws attention from someone Lockjaw can't handle. It's a long shot, but it's better than hoping to pop the car into neutral, right?
No para!
This whistle. Benicio del Toro as Sensei doesn't have his own movie in this movie, even though he kind of does. I just want more Sensei, damn it. I'm pretty sure the tracker wouldn't have worked at that speed, but at least have the f***ing thing out, just in case, right? Lockjaw survives this. Also, how the f*** did Tim even find Lockjaw? Last we saw, he's been sent on a mission by Santa's little helpers, and then bam, he's riding up next to Lockjaw on this random road that he couldn't possibly know he'd be on. Lockjaw is on his way back from dropping his kid off with the bounty hunter. How could Virgil have possibly known he'd be here?
Thanks, wagon burner.
Being the type of guy that I can only assume has many regrets. For some reason, perhaps someone wrote themselves into a corner, and Atlantis changes his mind and decides to save Willow. It's cool, but it doesn't make a whole lot of sense, given we know not a single thing about him other than he's a bounty hunter who refuses to kill kids. I swear this guy must actually be Saint Nick reincarnated. Finding Lockjaw was one thing, but how the f*** does he know this is Willow? He has no connection to this car. He has no reason to suspect she is inside it. It's as if he's just decided to ride up on every car on this road just in case they were in need of a Christmas miracle. Nowadays, it's pretty hard to make a car chase any kind of suspenseful, much less a car chase on a straight road with a few hills, and yet here I am, positively f***ing enthralled by this car chase. Fucking PTA. Of course, now I'm the asshole for giving a sin removal to a fall from a building, an improvised whistle, and a fucking car chase instead of all the actual important shit this movie is saying about immigration, fascism, and racism. Fucking PTA.
I was once in reverse.
The rightfully rejected first draft of Tenet somehow makes it into the script.
I believe she was a sperm thief. A semen demon.
Misquoting the lyrics to the Red Hot Chili Peppers' Sir Psycho Sexy in your last-ditch effort to join Santa's workshop.
What would be the purpose of the enemy r***ing you in reverse?
Continuing to mine this absurd phrasing for comedy instead of pointing out that despite having varying degrees under the law, the concept of sexual assault doesn't have variable directionality. The act is just the act, regardless of who's perpetrating it. Stealing your ending from Gattaca.
Dear Charlene.
Oh yeah! By the way, kiddo, your actual name is Charlene. Probably should have led with that.
Search your feelings. You know it to be true.
We got the streets, suckers! Can you dig it?
That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run.
Cigarettes in Arkansas only cost $6. You fucked up, bitch!
You spend a week in Denver. While you're in Denver,
Try having an omelet for your evening meal, perhaps with yogurt and grapefruit.
Oh, no more jokes?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
I got a tunnel!
secret tunnel!
Scared?
No.
You will be. You will be.
Merry Christmas, Hail St. Nick.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
I think they're vegetarian.
Men, let's do what we do.
Steak night!
I am a Christmas adventurer. You know what that is?
I drive a Dodge Stratus!
No para
Green Acres, Beverly Hillbillies, and Hooterville Junction!
Okay!
Take my advice, kiddo. Don't watch too much TV. It can get you into trouble.